Miss Maggie Bush, step on up, mama. Step on up. Thank you so much for getting this ship back on track, y'all. Karen, go get this damn amniocentesis. Fatima is waking up and realizing her life is passing her by while she is fixing all of Zach's life. Andrea Barnes has decided she gonna work a little late. Y'all, this episode gave everything that needed to be gave, and we gonna talk about it. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sistas video. And in this one, we are breaking down season 7, episode number 6, titled Pretty Hurts, written by Miss Maggie Bush. Ma'am, I am in awe. Hit the subscribe button and turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' content and conversation, because I drop new sisters videos every single day and we have conversations about what's going on with these storylines, with these characters, and more. If you're thinking it, we're talking about it, so you're going to want to make sure that you do not miss out on a video. Hit the subscribe button. If you're not new, welcome back, boo. I am recording this right before I go live because I go live after each new episode, and this live is going to be one for the record books. So if you miss out on this live and you don't want to miss out moving forward, every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, be sure to lock in on Erica Vane TV. Y'all, Miss Maggie with this one episode has given us so much to talk about, and I'm just excited. I am excited to do so. I enjoyed this episode from the tippy top to the very bottom, and I kind of want to start at the top. We're starting at Sabrina's birthday brunch at the penthouse. We are finally getting moments where we actually get to see the girls be friends and be good, and even though everything is not perfect in their lives, they're good with each other. They're able to have conversations. They're able to throw little quips and little witty things at each other, but it doesn't feel like anything is coming from a malicious place. It doesn't feel like that we're trying to be harmful, even though Danni is dangerous. Danni's ass is toxic. I know she's working through some things. The further along we go, the more I think I'm going to cultivate more empathy for her, because she definitely hit rock bottom when it come to me, and I was so ready to discard her ass. However, I've been reading, y'all. I'm reading this lovely book. I think it's called 1001 Essays That Would Change the Way You Think. And I got to an essay today that talked about women and being worthy. And it really made me think about Danielle as a character. But I'm not going to go into it here. I got some Danni videos coming and I'm going to expand upon it here. However, even with the brunch, they were just... It felt like, okay, these girls are friends. And so often in 6 seasons of watching the series, it felt like these girls are not actually friends. They're friends in name only, because they don't actually ride how they're supposed to ride for one another. They can be honest to a certain extent, but sometimes it feels very malicious. It feels jealous. It feels hurtful. It feels intentionally mean-spirited. And that's not how real sisters get down. However, now we're starting to see how real sisters get down. I don't know where the hell this Andrea Barnes came from, but I'm here for it. Come on, being the glue. Come on, making sure that everybody shows up for Sabrina and sowing positive words and centering her. You usually are the center of attention, and you being able to step back and offer up this space for Sabrina to honor her for her birthday, so she can communicate her hopes and her dreams and her fears and certain things that are hitting her at this particular season in her life, and just creating this beautiful space for that to happen. I was just sitting in awe like, oh my God, they can do it, Jesus. I have been talking about it, saying that these are the things that I was critical of, and I felt like they should have been doing, and everybody wanted to be jumping down my goddamn throat, basically coming for me because I'm calling for it, and now we finally get to see it, and I'm like, exactly, this is all I've been asking for this entire time. They don't have to all be homogenous. They don't all have to live the same or make the same thoughts or have the same mindset in every single aspect, but they need to create safe space for each other to be themselves. This is what that looks like. Again, Maggie, I am not going to stop praising you, Miss Mamas, because thank you. I love that everybody got to reveal where they are, even jumping with Andrea specifically, y'all. I'm gonna go by character, because so much happened in this episode, and it feels so great to be able to say that, because the last 2 episodes really took the winds out of my sail. I was not excited for the series anymore. Like, I felt like they gave us the first 3 episodes of this season, and then episodes 4 and 5 were just duds, and I was like, oh my God, now we're back in purgatory of Sisters Hell, and it's not gonna be good. But this one, I think, might be the best episode this season, and I don't know, I could just be in a really great mood, but I really feel like they did a great job. Speaking about Andrea, in this episode, she secures custody for Zach and Fatima of Michael, which I'm going to come back to and speak about for their characters. So this is a win in her column. Hayden notices this win, and he's taking it personal, because it becomes another win in her column towards running for name partner and managing partner of the firm. Hayden stops her before she's about to leave out when she, sews into Fatima. She even shows up for Fatima. This is exactly what it looks like in reference to balancing the friendship between Fatima and her and Karen and her. You can show up for Fatima. You can be there for Fatima without bringing Karen ass into the conversation all the damn time. Like, this is it. I love it here. Anyway. So she has a conversation with Fatima, sews into Fatima, congratulates Fatima for getting into law school, and then on her way out, Hayden stops her like, yeah, I bet you got something to do. You so busy, you got a man to go stand next to. And that hits her. That hits her right in the chest area, as it should, because I love it. It might have been toxic, it might have been trifling, it might have been none of Hayden's damn business. However, it inspired you to take more inspired action towards your goofy ass goals. You know what? Your goals ain't goofy, actually. They're very ambitious. The goals of riding on penis constantly, that is a goofy ass goal. This is what you should be doing. You should be staying late. You should be working hard. Now I can start to see the fruits of, like, you actually deserve something. You coming in here with your breast out all the time in a cute ass blazers with the multiple colors is not enough to get you the job that you want. Staying late and working hard is what's going to do that. And at the very end, y'all, I know some people going to have a problem with it because people going to have problems with everything. It doesn't even matter, right? But when I tell you the visual of Andi and Fatima back at the office late, breaking down whatever documents that was, prepping for that Carter case, gave me so much joy. I was looking at that visual like, yes, queens, that is what I'm talking about. Go after y'all's dreams with reckless abandon. Focus on you. This time that you're investing right now, it might be going into researching and learning and doing what you got to do to try to win this case, but this win is a win for you personally. Fatima, you have already orchestrated quite a few wins in Zachary's life. When are you going to claim the wins for you? You deserve this. Keep working hard. You have to stay focused. You have to figure out how to balance your relationship with your life. We are done. We are done exchanging our lives and our dreams and our hope for a relationship. If you cannot have both, the thing that needs to go is the goddamn relationship. I said what I said. And that's something that Fatima has to grapple with in this episode. Even going back to the top of the episode, right? Where we get to see them having a conversation, and shout out to Devale because he's playing Zach's ass. Like, Zach is on my nerves. I struggle with him as a character. I don't want to say I don't like him, but I struggle with him as a character. But what I never will take away from Devale is that he's playing the hell out of Zachary Taylor. He has been, regardless, right? Even with Zach's goofy ass actions, he did the same in this episode. I believed every bit of the emotionalness of getting custody. It felt very true. However, there was a moment as I'm watching them and I want to be happy for them, but I'm looking and it's like he's referring to himself as dad and he's referring to her as mom, and I was just looking at Fatima for a little bit and I was just like, I get it, y'all have fought for custody, but are we celebrating the taking of another woman's spot as in reference to mother? Because at the end of the day, while she might serve as a motherly figure, she will never be Michael's mother. Michael has a mother, and you thinking that a judge and you signing this piece of paper is going to basically remove Heather from Michael's life completely, you're completely wrong. And I was looking at Fatima and I get it. Like, I wanted her to be happy for Zach because she had worked so hard to help him get here, and yes, enjoy that. But I also wanted her to not celebrate too much because I imagine if I was in that position, I wouldn't be celebrating the transition of like pulling a child away from their mother, even if their mother was not fit. Like, there would still be a part of me like, damn, this is going to be complicated. This is going to be a lot. And not even thinking about it from my point of view in reference to like what I have to give up now to be your mom or be your mother figure, but to like throw around this word like, yeah, you're a new mom. She's not a new mom. Like, she's a mother figure. She's a stepmother, but she will never replace Heather. No matter how trash Heather is, she will never replace Heather. I wish we kind of like had a little bit more space for them to explore that. I don't know if that's something that's going to come in future episodes, but Zach leaning into, yeah, I'm gonna be the perfect dad and you're the perfect mom and this is great. And it's like, yeah, it's cool, but this is also, there's kind of like a death happening here as well, and that needs to be grieved. There needs to be space for that. But enjoy your custody and all that. But anyway, Fatima, she gets hit with, in the same moment that she, they find out that they get custody over Michael, she gets an email that says that she got into law school. And I'm just so glad it wasn't anything bad, because the way that she was looking, she didn't tell Zach in a moment, and she looked so damn defeated. I'm like, damn, what the hell happened? Something actually going on? Did she lose her baby? But y'all, that is mum's the word, because we ain't heard nothing else about it. And I honestly don't believe that Fatima is actually pregnant. That might just be like a false positive that they might work out towards the beginning of season 3 of Fatima, because a lot of Fatima's plot is based on what happens after the death of Zach's mama. So this video ain't about that, so please do not beat me over the head with all the Fatima's pregnant stuff in the comment section. We'll talk about that in another video. We're saying focus on this bomb ass episode in this one. But I really enjoyed watching Fatima process like what her life looks like right now, what she can anticipate with Michael coming into the home, and then being confronted with staying the course and serving up herself 100% 24/7 to service Zach and his needs and his desires, which ultimately means that she has to let go of her dreams and desires in the moment that she's being granted one thing that is an obstacle towards you getting towards your dreams and desires. Law school is hard. There's late nights, early mornings, lots of studying. There's class. She's maintaining a full-time job and walking into motherhood almost as if you have to flip a switch, while also trying to balance that with a man who is not as emotionally intelligent and mature as he needs to be a full-fledged partner, and he's gonna have to figure out fatherhood on his own as well. It's like that is a lot, and I am so grateful that we got to see it. This is the type of stuff that's going to get me back on board with the Fatima character, give me a reason to root for her, because over the seasons I have literally lost my reasons to root for her because she was placating to Zach so much, just so willing to just walk away from the life that she knew, walk away from herself, like literally just abandon herself all over this man who would not give up much of nothing for her, who wouldn't even respect the fact that she likes to listen to jazz and likes to talk about philosophy. Like, absolutely not. Watching Fatima bend over backwards over the course of multiple seasons just so that she can keep Zachary Taylor when she was already on the course, on the way to just continuing to excel. And this relationship has been a sidestep. It has been a distraction for her within her life. She might have a partner because she was single before, but she wasn't doing damn bad when she was single because she had multiple men. So like, this is what I want to see. Miss Maggie Bush, this is what we want to see. I can't wait to the next episode you write, Miss Ma'am. Cannot wait for it. Okay. In addition to that, y'all, of course we get more of Sabrina, and she's making her round. So in addition to us seeing her brunch, we also get to see, her go over to Maurice's, and he's still doing his little sex work stuff online. I was gonna be on Maurice's head if he didn't wish her happy birthday, but he did. He did a little cute little song that was off key and whatnot, and I love that for her. I love that little banter. I'm interested. I cannot wait. I love that the preview shows that Sabrina is really gonna start to do research, because while it seems quiet and simple, okay, I'm just gonna freeze my eggs so I have options, the thing that they don't tell you when you start to go through that process, you start to learn more. It's like, it's not easy to do. There's no guarantee that you're going to get viable egg, and then also you run the risk of making yourself infertile by harvesting your egg. Yo, I didn't know that until I started doing the damn process myself. I'm like, so this is all a damn shot in the dark, and this is a lot. And I think that this is a conversation that needs to be had. So much of tonight's episode was just refreshing to see, beautiful if you will, because it feels so true to 30-something life for Black women. And I'm like, yes, we starting to click on all cylinders. Okay, so let's talk about Daniella a little bit, because while she had a very heartwarming moment towards the end of the episode where we get to see her using a journal for the first time, doing some therapeutic journaling that her therapist told her would be great for her, while we got the montage of the other girls, having things go on in their lives, which is a little bit synonymous with what she was speaking to, I looked at it and was like, oh, but I'm not fully moved to like rally behind Daniella, because even in what she was journaling, I don't necessarily know if she's as truthful to herself as she believed herself to be to other people. So some of the things that she was speaking to was that she wants to just be chosen for once. She wants to be chosen and loved unconditionally. And what looked like prompts some of this sorrowful moment is her looking at the picture of Preston and Mindy, their wedding photo, or one of their wedding photos. And I'm like, girl, why are you still looking at this? Which is 3 months later, and you have a fine chocolate man who loves you not only physically but mentally and emotionally, and is showing up in those ways. So why are we still reviewing Preston and him so-called moving on? But two, in you saying you just want somebody to choose you, from the very start, Preston chose you. He might not have had all of the confidence that you might have wanted from the jump in approaching you and in navigating you. He had to figure out a lot of things because you were the first Black woman that he ever dated. Did it become toxic? Yes, but it did not turn out that way. So she mentions like no ultimatums, and it's like the ultimatum came later. Now, I'm still holding Preston's feet to the fire because that ultimatum was some bullshit and we all know it. However, before that, you were putting the boy through the damn ringer. You were telling him that you wanted him to be there, letting him move in and pay the rent, but then putting him out because you don't want him there. And you were sabotaging that relationship from pretty much moment one. You led with sex. You led with surface level things and sexual interactions, and now we're supposed to sit and be sorrowful with you because you feel unchosen, you feel unloved, you feel unseen. Meanwhile, every single person has come into your life to try and see you. You have played in their face, and then the people who came into your life to use and abuse you, you've given a little bit more rope to do exactly that, but it's everybody else's fault. So again, I had a moment of like, oh, with Daniella because Maggie Bush was writing and it was brilliant for her character. However, I just got to call bullshit because even you getting at the end of your little, journal entry and you're like, you need to do what you got to do for you with or without them. And I feel like she was alluding to not just the men that she has been dating, but also her girlfriends. And it's like, girl, I know we're not supposed to say this, but I'm going to say it. You are the problem in 90% of your interactions, whether it's platonic or romantic. The one I will take off your plate is Jonah. That's it. Everything, even down to Q, you are the problem because you chose Q running from some Preston and not being able to stand or not even stand on what you want. Figure out what you want. You have Daniella is navigating this part in life where she's so pissed at where she's ended up and she feels so sorrowful and woe is me. But girl, you never picked a route. So you're mad that you're stuck. You're mad that you're feeling left behind. You're mad that you're not being seen, but you never decided to get your ass up and move anywhere to make any real decisions. So you cannot be mad at the things that have come to pass for you in passing when you decide to stay in that position and keep yourself exposed in those ways. Like, I'm just really, really having a hard time garnering an excessive amount of sympathy. I have a little bit of a sympathy because at this stage, it's like hard to go through it. And this is a part of her actually learning, right? This is what living looks like. So I do have a little bit of sympathy, but I don't have a ton because so much of what Daniella is experiencing, she calls in and she's continuing to call it in by being trite and having these little jealous back quips. And I know that y'all don't want to use the word jealousy, but some of it is like some of the digs that she makes at her girlfriends, that is rooted in jealousy. And the more she does it, the more it's clear. And for her to be at a place finally, supposedly in a healthy relationship, and now everything is starting to unravel, and now she wants to walk away, or she feels like she's never been chosen, she's never been loved, she's never experienced any kind of unconditional nothing. And it's just like, girl, you're in the middle of a man not walking out on you even with all your mess. You didn't even know the man was in therapy. You never even met the kids, and you're 3 months in and he's spending the night at your damn house. Like, there's so many things that have happened, and this man has allowed it to happen and continues to love you through it. He's continuing to show up and offer resources and information and push you into great, healthier areas in your life, regardless of all your mess. So part of me is like, to sit up there and say that you have never been chosen is a slap in Tony's face. It's a slap in Preston's face pre-damn ultimatum. And hell, it's even a slap in El Fuego's face. Like, there have been men who were interested in you. There have been men who wanted to spend time with you, but you don't see yourself as valuable. You don't see yourself as worthy. So then now you're projecting that onto everybody else, and you're looking for any little moment to give yourself proof for what you already believe to be true. So then everybody else is the problem. Everybody else don't see Daniella. Everybody else don't value her, when the truth of the matter is you don't see yourself. You don't value yourself, which is why you behave poorly, which is why you navigate at such a low vibration. Yeah. Daniella didn't completely piss me off in this episode. But again, I'm just struggling to just be overcome with the amount of empathy or sympathy for this character, because girl, you are a hot mess, and I have yet to see her take enough accountability of her hot messness. I still feel like deep down in her soul, she's blaming her hot messness on everybody else. And yes, you have experienced traumatic circumstances. Yes, you have been abused. And no, none of that is okay. And a lot of your hot mess is your damn fault. Two things can be true, Daniella. Moving on to one of the lights of the episode, y'all. I am just living and enjoying the pregnant Karen. Ebony just continues to glow. She is waddling about. She is wearing color. And it's giving everything that needs to be gay. We do have a couple little moments where Daniella makes a comment. You just mad you can't drink. She's not mad that she can't drink, actually. She got other things to be not mad about, but focused on, distracted by. She's about to be a single damn mother. She just relaunched her salon. She trying to make some things shake, and she's trying to move herself forward. You know, something that ambitious, but you think about. You wouldn't understand. All you give a damn about is edibles and some alcohol. You wouldn't understand. Oh, going back to Daniella, because y'all, I missed the biggest part. I'm talking about the damn journal entry before I jump all the way into Karen. She pops up. You leave Sabrina's birthday celebration because you want to go and surprise Tony and have work sex, office sex at the same job that you called out of because your ass is supposed to be at work today, but you called out to go to Sabrina's party. And then you come in there with your little sex fit on and then get surprised by his damn kids, the ones that you have not met yet and had no intentions on meeting. And now you got a problem because he's going to have his kids for the summer because you didn't expect him to have any living kids. You just thought him to have some figment of the imagination kids. They're there in theory. I knew you had them, but I ain't never had to see them. And that's the kind of like, girl, Danielle is a mess, y'all. Anyway, going back to Karen's cute ass. We get to see that in the moments, in the beginning at the brunch. She lets Sabrina know that she just loves how Karen she is. And she hopes to be half as caring as her as a mother, which is like such a beautiful words. Andrea and Karen really did it. Like, okay, the Mother Earth, cool, Daniella, but you pointed out that she needed to shave her legs kind of invalidated your compliment to her for me. So I'm going to go ahead and throw your ass away on reference to your compliment. But Andrea and Karen and their compliments for Sabrina were just so beautiful. They sold so much life into her. And I just love that sister moment. Now, when Karen leaves there, she goes back to the salon to find Pam with a line out the damn door. She's selling some beauty products, some hair products, and they going up. Like, the hair products so bomb, they got a little white lady in the line. Like, Tyler, why is this white lady here? She coming to get her edges right? Let me stop. But I love this moment. One, Pam's comedic brilliance is just that brilliant. I love them going back and forth. I love their interactions. I love that Pam is actually becoming an asset to the salon. Not only does she do hair now, in addition to helping with reception, but she's bringing a product line in, and the product line is doing well. She's like, listen, we're going to be rich. Karen has some very valuable questions. Like, do you got a license for this? Is anybody going to come knocking down our doors? Don't burn these bitches' hair out, and then they trying to sue me. Those are all very real things that she needed to bring to the table. So I appreciate her doing it, but I also appreciated her letting it go. When Pam said, I got this, she went on to the back and said, you know what? Go ahead, do what you got to do. The next major moment that we get from Karen is when she goes to the damn hospital, y'all, and I'm like, is she having contractions? What's going on? You know that black women be trying to play like we ain't in pain. We try to be all tough, rough, and our afro puffs, and I'm like, girl, tell this lady if something's going on. You talking about something you need to be seen immediately, but you also playing it cool. Like, what the hell is going on? Nothing's going on. She just wants a damn DNA test. She wants the amniocentesis. So we gonna be moving along with this storyline, and I just love this for us. I love that Karen is calm with it. I love that she's not stressed. Like, she is really channeling, like, wanting to be a phenomenal mother, checking herself and her emotions, and just moving through life with flow and ease and vibrating high. We love to see it. We truly love to see it. Now, the other thing from this damn episode is Gary, Hayden, and damn TAMERA. Chido is fine. We're never going to say that Chido's not fine, right? But Gary Borders is a motherfucking menace and basically the devil. We do not kiss on the devil. No matter how much the devil look good, we do not kiss his ass. So TAMERA, what in the hell was you thinking? Girl, Allie and I each week stand you. Every week we is like, well, you a gold digger, but listen, we is Team TAMERA. We is like, listen here, something had to be done. It's clear that you have actually fallen for Hayden and you're there for a reason. At one point I was like, oh, was she working with Gary to try to play Hayden? No, all of this is coming about organically, and unfortunately she got that little itch, she got that little tick, she got that little type. She love a bad boy, a real bad boy, which is what Gary gives. That's what pulled them together, and he love a bad bitch, quiet as kept, Gary loves a bad bitch, which is why he can't get Andrea Bond's ass off his fucking mind. And now Tamera is here. She providing a little resistance, and she ain't backing down. That shit is sexy. I peeped it. I don't care it, but I peeped it. Now, I'm curious as what Hayden's going to do if he finds out this information. Because Tamera, it's a wrap for you with Hayden. Hayden will never be able to like love you and trust you once he finds this out. Especially if y'all decide to actually go and do the damn do. Especially if you find yourself fully attracted to him and it's not just something that happened in the moment. Moment of weakness, if you will. That's gonna be your ass. But these two backing it up to the top of the episode, we get to see Gary and Hayden early on in the damn gym, and Hayden's like, yeah, you gotta help me. And Gary, of course, narcissistic, selfish as fuck. He's just like, listen, you worrying about small fish. Don't worry about Andi. We need to worry about a big fish, which is basically Jordan. So basically, Hayden, you are allowing yourself to be manipulated by Gary at every step of the damn way, because he has always wanted you to help him take down Jordan. And now he's going to redirect you to Jordan so that you can position yourself by taking down Jordan to look better for your law firm, which that's a very, very, very long reach. I hope y'all ass is stretched before, because those two things don't even actually correlate. So I don't know how you helping him take down Jordan is going to actually help you get this partnership. But if you go ahead and believe with the sleazy salesman Gary is selling, then that's on you, dummy. But y'all look good doing it. They look good in this damn gym. They look good at the dinner. I'm sorry, Tamera caught me off guard, so I can't even focus. Penelope, your ass need to go ahead and fade to black, because you're still here. You still playing doting fiance, expecting mother, even though you know that Gary's ass is crazy. You know that he got a different passport. You know that he got child support termination papers in his drawer, and you're not trying to get the ASAP. Whatever happens to Penelope, that is on her, because it's too many episodes going by with her having too much information and still standing there looking stupid. And I'm going to go ahead and end it there, because I didn't think my review was going to be this long. Y'all, I really, really enjoyed this episode. It's definitely given the best episode of the season thus far. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. It's your good sis, you let it talk TV with. I'm coming with my preview and trailer breakdowns very, very soon. So subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on your bell notification. You can also turn on your bell notification specifically for Sistas videos, because I do have a Sistas playlist and a Sistas season 7 playlist. Go ahead and tailor your Erica Vane TV experience by doing so. And I cannot wait to jump in the comment section and see what y'all thought about the episode. See you there.